What if we told you there was a drug-free reusable device that provides lasting relief from acute and chronic discomfort? Would you believe us? Meet Signal Relief. We know it might not look like much. Believe it or not, inside this small patch are billions of antennas that work with your body's electrical signals to significantly decrease discomfort. It sounds too good to be true, right? To be honest, we were skeptics too. But then we used it for ourselves and saw it change the lives of the people we love. And everything changed. This is our story. Welcome to Rexburg, Idaho, America's family community, nestled in the heart of the Rockies, home of awe-inspiring scenery, wildlife, amazing hiking and skiing, and us, Signal Relief. This is Rhett and Tony. They're the brains behind the science that powers our patch. These guys are incredibly smart. More on that later. This is our office. This is our team. This is where the work gets done. And this is where the most important work gets done. People come to us for lots of reasons, and we're always happy to help. Not to brag, but we've never seen anyone walk out of here without a smile. These moments never get old.
That usually hurts.
How do you feel that?
It just hurts.
Okay.
Never before can I just put my leg out like this. Like, it's so crazy.
Okay, like squatting.
Okay, let's try it out.
Oh my goodness, I can't feel it at all.
Yes.
Okay, we know you're wondering how this thing works. Remember them? To make a long story short, Rhett and Tony completely reinvented the way antennas function. They created the first and only antenna of its kind that operates on electrical signals versus the magnetic field. These guys took huge, heavy communications devices used by the military and shrunk the technology down into a hugely powerful antenna system the size of a credit card. Getting investors for the technology was an easy pitch. This thing worked wonders for long-range communications at very low power. So what does this all have to do with your discomfort? Call it divine intervention or just a happy accident. Rhett felt a nudge to try the antenna he and Tony created on his body and was amazed at the results. He knew he stumbled upon something truly special. It turns out, our patented antenna technology has the ability to communicate with our own internal electrical makeup, intercepting messages from injury and ailments before they have a chance to trigger a response from the brain. Sounds insane, right? He thought so too. So did they. And so did we. Meet Mike, our founder and one of the first people Rhett came to with his accidental discovery. As a serial entrepreneur and investor in the initial military technology, Mike already knew about the capabilities of Rhett's antenna system. But when Rhett told him about how the antenna eased his discomfort from injury, Mike approached the technology as a total doubter, until Rhett finally convinced him to try the technology for himself. And Mike went from being constantly aware of the back issues that had been plaguing him for years, back to doing this. And he started to change his tune on the tech. When his back got better, Mike's initial reaction was still disbelief. He thought for sure it had to be a coincidence or a placebo effect taking place. But when he watched the technology work on several people he loved who had been suffering, he knew the technology had the power to change the world, and he made it his mission to tell people about it. So he built a team to do just that. Enter Zach, president of Signal Relief, fearless leader, business-savvy entrepreneur, and dedicated family man. Zach reminds us on a regular that the sky's the limit, literally. This guy never stops doing. He has 2 MBAs from Ivy League schools, owned 30 assisted living homes, and keeps us all in check with how well we serve people with our products. Speaking of products, we wouldn't have our patches without Daniel Marriott. Yes, he's part of that Marriott family. Daniel was actually the first person to introduce Mike to our technology. Now he makes our patches from his plant right here in the USA, in Salt Lake City. And while we're on the topic of patches, meet Jovi, specifically designed to ease discomforts that come with menstrual cycles. A brand created by these women, for women. This is where they work. Pretty cool, right? And this is the woman at the head of it all. Susie started as a skeptic too, but feeling is believing. Once she saw the effects of the technology kick in for the people she loved and felt it for herself, Susie risked everything to build the Jovi brand from the ground up, with a huge sisterhood of women behind her. Thanks to the Signal Relief and Jovi patches, thousands of people are experiencing relief from problems they've been dealing with for literally forever. If we look happy to be here, it's because we are. We all know we're a part of something that's so much bigger than me, or we. Our mission has always been about helping you, the people we love, and strangers we've never met from around the world experience relief. So yeah, these little patches, they may not look like much, but they are changing lives. And we've made it our mission to shout it from the rooftops so more people can do things like this, and this, and this, and so much more without limitations. Can we make a believer out of you?
Something happens as soon as I put them on that I feel like a veil comes down between me and the pain.
After using the patch, I've been lifting my arm quite a bit, going, I can do this, I can do this.
All I can say is these things are for real, and I'm extremely impressed.
Join us on our mission to change the way the world deals with discomfort.